my village, man of Bologo.
Watching Orient TV, Pride of the East. You are watching Orient TV, Pride of the East.
With J.O. before I came on the set. What's up? We're talking about this guy that's coming on air.
He said he's a noisemaker. That's the only thing I know.
That was what we were discussing. J.O. was trying to discourage me not to use that word or that phrase.
No, it's actually cool.
Okay.
When you make reasonable noise.
Reasonable. So we can actually call him Otan MP3, the noisemaker.
You know, that kind of thing. Young Johnny, Otan MP3,
the noisemaker. The noisemaker.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we have what's the real name?
Okay, my real name is Nwachukwu Ikechukwu, but I'm popularly known as Mr. Starz.
Mr. Starz. Then you still add Old Town.
The Old Town MP3 is actually my blog, what I used to promote entertainment in Imo State.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just the...
Why didn't you just use Starz MP3 or something like Linda AKG? Everybody knows Linda AKG.
Actually, I started with StarzHit.com.
Stars what?
StarzHit.com.
Okay.
But along the line, I felt coming down to that was when I was in Lagos, actually. Okay. But when I got admission in Futo, because I'm a Futo student, I'm a finalist. Okay. So when I came and I was like, actually, I don't know what's actually happening in this southeast. We are kind of lost in the entertainment industry. Okay. So I was like, let me start with my that was then, yes, like that was 2012. Yes. Actually. So I was like, let me start something that will promote the industry. I was like, okay, let me start with my place, which is Owerri, where I base. So I stayed with the name Otan MP3.
Okay. So apparently you just felt like having to use Old Town, like Old Town
to sell it.
Yeah, to sell it. Yes.
If I would ask, is it not limiting you, like
to a particular place, a particular area, to a particular
because
terrain?
Someone in Lagos will not want to put his song in Old Town.
Okay. Actually, it's not about the name.
Okay.
It's about the content.
It's about the content and what you give out.
Okay.
You understand? I sell the brand, and actually them there, they are not kind of jealous, and that's why you see from last year they got a new blog, Lagos MP3, and somebody in Enugu opened Photo MP3, something like that, because I started it. All these people were my guys. We are in the same association then when I was in Lagos, that National Blogger, Nigeria Bloggers Association. So that was where I met.
I want to say something. You started early. I'm talking about your age. You started. Let's say you started at the right time, because there's no age that is too early. How come you started big? Being in the National Bloggers Association was a big platform for you. How was that possible in Lagos? Are you trying to say Lagos is easier to meet the big boys?
Actually, what happened was that I started with like leaking of an album.
Yes.
Then was when Olamide dropped his album.
Okay.
So when I leaked it, I was actually like I was the first guy that started leaking album online. Okay. So due to that, I made some. Even Olamide made some statement on his Twitter account then. Telling them to arrest me, that I've spoiled his business, something like that, stuff like that. So from there, I got to meet so many bloggers like Ninja Kids, DJ Badu, many of them. From there, that was what actually happened. So from there, they queued me in. Because then
this guy will get mine like this. What carry me along?
So it was from there.
So
started.
You started when precisely? 2012?
I started 2009. Yes, with a Wapka blog then. You know, that time creating a blog was kind of hard. You used Nokia phone. Then I used Nokia C1. to create my
At
first
that time, you
blog.
wanted to be a blogger.
Yes, as at
Is
that
it
time.
like a long time dream or?
It's
you
not a
just-
long time.
Because I believe then
it was when
nobody
I was
knew
in,
vlogging.
yeah,
give
it was
money.
when I was in
So,
school.
Okay.
Actually, what motivated me was, I would like say, okay, there was a guy in my the same class with me.
Okay.
SS2, SS3.
That was when I was in SS1.
Okay.
Wow.
He codes websites with JavaScript. He would just use his phone. That was WAPCA. Anybody that knows WAPCA will know what I'm talking about. You use WAPCA, use JavaScript code, and bring it out. That time he used to sell out Times, Expos, and all that. There was a time it was trending then. So I was like, instead of me to come out with this kind of, so I was like, let me just start with entertainment and see how it goes.
Good.
Wow. So that was when you started.
Yeah, that was when I started.
So how would you say the achievement has been now for quite a while now?
Seriously.
Are you making money? Tell us the truth. Let's just
Let them know.
Okay,
Let them know.
let's just be sincere to ourselves. Actually, for now, artists, let me put the niche I'm on,
Okay.
the entertainment niche I'm on. Artists actually, they don't believe in us, that they don't, as in the names now are not yet out that much. They will come and meet you and say, please, I want to put my song in a big blog, all this kind of thing. At the end of the day, when you finish paying the big blog, your money will be a little. And actually, because I'm promoting my side, basically, I help them.
Yes.
That's what I do.
You're talking about help. Okay.
Once you have a good content on your song,
Yeah.
I look at it and I watch your background, maybe the way you move on the social media aspect of it. Maybe you are very active and all that. I will see that, yes, even putting your content on my blog promotes my blog also. What was there? I put it in.
Okay, now you're talking about you helping guys. How many guys have you helped?
Okay, actually, I've helped a lot. Okay, let me start with. Okay, when I came in, the first artist I met was S-Buster. Let me start with that.
Okay.
Okay, we formed a movement called TOT. Then actually, TOT was what made S-Buster who he is today.
Okay.
Actually, I was the first promoter there that they worked with. So if you come to help, I've helped a lot of artists in a way, and I even promote them through Orient Music Award. And of recent, this year I was like, I'm going to make sure 2 or 3 artists comes out from Orient. So what I started was Artist Hangout Forum.
Okay.
So that Hangout
So
Forum.
what does it look like?
Okay, that Hangout Forum now, we educate artists on the kind of song they publish. Okay, these are our days now. Artists believe in, if they don't talk about girl,
Yeah.
their song won't
So.
sell. So actually, that's artist education. We enlighten them more.
So the artist hangout or the hangout, what was it like? Is it for Imo State artists or over artists?
Now I started with Imo State because actually, if you come to Southeast, Imo State is lacking in the artist aspect of it, not entertainment too. We have other people selling the entertainment industry in Imo State, but when it comes to musical aspect of it, the artists are lacking behind. If you check 042, you see Zoro coming out from there. You check Anambra, you see Dialect coming out from there. You check Ebony, there are some artists coming out from there too. But in Imo State, actually, apart from S-Buster and F2, we have not produced anybody else.
And they don't really come out.
They have good songs. They have, as in last year, when I did my nomination last year for Orient Music Award, actually I saw a lot of talents in Imo artists. That was why I came up with the Artist Hangout Forum.
So how was Orient Music Awards? What was it like, the 2016 edition?
Okay, the 2016 edition was kind of tough because it was just 2 weeks. I did I was in my office actually when the concepts came in.
Okay.
I was like, what should I do to make more move to Imo State music industry? So actually, the dream just came. I was like, okay, I was watching Hedis. Okay, actually, the motivation came from Hedis.
Okay.
I was watching Hedis. I saw their nominee list. It was not having anything from Southeast at all.
Oh,
I was like, what was happening? Check, someone like Fino was making name then as of 2016, but he was not nominated for anything and nominated for any for any category in Hedis. I was surprised. What was this? I was like, okay, let me start with STARZ Music Award. Actually, that was the first name I gave it, STARZ Music Award. Let it cover Southeast. But my team, because I work with a team,
okay.
they were like, there's no way you can just come out and you feel you can just conquer. when there is nobody to sponsor you yet, nothing. So I was like, okay, they were like, okay, since you have already conquered the Ore aspect of it, like at least artists know you in Ore, let's start with that Ore Music Award. So the plan was just done in 2 weeks.
Okay, well, fine. It was. Let's assume it was successful.
For sure, it was successful.
Okay, moving on. Where do you see yourself in probably in 2018?
2018, before the end of 2018. What do you think you're going to achieve?
A lot.
Tell us something realistic so that we can always work towards it.
Okay, a lot.
And follow you up.
Like okay, me and my team, I already started planning on Imo Music Fiesta.
Okay.
It's done in every other state.
Okay.
Apart from Imo
So
State.
it will be happening in December, right?
Yeah, December actually.
Okay.
So that will actually be a big stuff for Imo State, and we are planning on working with Imo government because actually there have been a lot of they have helped the entertainment industry in Imo State.
Okay.
Actually, this government is the only government that have helped entertainment in Imo industry.
Okay. Before I brought you on air, I was actually chatting. I was actually doing my own social media runs.
Okay.
And someone said, Utan MP3 loves bringing fake news. What do you have to say about that?
Actually, the fake news of a thing started last 2 years.
Okay.
But I'm not going to talk about it because
You have to talk about it. You're on TV.
Actually, if you want to make wave, let's start with that. If you check other top people, something actually brought them to the industry.
Okay.
So the fake news actually is not actually fake. Something must. In every lie there must be
an element of truth.
Yeah, element of truth. So if I say you can't actually put it fake when someone is involved. If someone is involved, that means there's something linking to the fakeness. Maybe I just added some words to it to make it big. You know, it's all about.
So are you trying to say you can't make a headline without being fake?
I can actually. It's not the headline I made that are fake now. It's not all. It's not all.
I'm giving this guy like 13 new right now.
but it's actually this is what blogging is all about. So I'm not surprised. So but let's go to your background now. Family.
Yeah, let's get into our family.
Okay, I'm the first son.
Okay.
In my family, I'm the first born. We are 4.
Siblings?
Yeah, we are 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 boys and a girl.
Okay.
The girl is the last born.
Okay. Is anybody in your house doing entertainment aside you?
Certainly all of us.
Oh.
My immediate younger brother is a dancer.
Okay.
And actually he's learning production now.
Okay.
Then the one his senior is also a dancer and a rapper. Then our last born, there is no song you will play for my last born that she doesn't know.
Okay, now she's gonna be a DJ.
So I don't know.
Okay, we are having fun. If you're just joining us, this is IBC Orient TV Channel 59. This is E-Gist, hosted by the duo of Saint Prymous and King J.O. What's up?
Prymous again.
Come on, I'm Saints, baby.
You will change. It's no longer DJ Prymous. We don't know you for anything. What do you want people to out there to say?
I know you Big Daddy. I don't know.
You see, you are confused.
Big Daddy.
People don't even
That's
know
what
where
I know
to
him with.
Every year, you gotta change concept. You gotta bring up something new. It works for me actually.
Oh, okay. So going back to you now. Do you have, you're an entertainer, I guess, but in your own lane, right?
Your own lane.
So if we're talking about musicians, we ask them if they have fans. What would you call is it fans? Would you call it fans or followers?
Followers.
Followers.
Okay,
Okay.
so I don't know. Do you used to have some, like, please now put my song on air? I don't have money, but I'll put my song on your blog. I don't have money, but please, anything you want.
If you check, actually, if you check my WhatsApp,
You know the voice I use, so you know what I'm saying.
I know what to see.
Yeah, I'm just like saying generally.
In Imo State, actually, the female artists are few.
Okay.
If you talk about female artists,
So that means you're not getting enough for more.
I'm not getting
enough for more.
No. I'm not actually. See, I came for business. I didn't come for pleasures. See, seriously.
Okay.
Time for pleasures.
Okay.
When time for pleasures, but I just came for business.
Okay.
But actually, if you ask me, many of them, if you check my WhatsApp, you see many of them say at times I'll just be on my own. I'll just see music like 3 or 4. Please, sir, listen to anyone. Help me. If I listen to anyone that is right, okay, get a good artwork.
Okay.
Are you serious? Wow,
That's
really
just,
nice. That's really nice. So, do you have girlfriend now, or you are not ready for play?
For now.
No, you are saying it's on TV, and this thing is being recorded.
See.
So
for now,
this
let
is going
me
everywhere.
be sincere. For now, I obey my parents a lot. They say stars physical education. Forget the fact you are doing media thing. Just after school, when you are made, you see girls, they will come and start.
So what are you trying to tell me now?
I don't have a girlfriend
No,
now.
since 100 level to now.
I'm telling you the truth, I don't have a girlfriend.
Since 100 level to now,
I don't have
you've not
a
had
girlfriend.
one.
I've not.
Okay.
I've not. But I have,
all right.
I have girlfriends. No, a lot of them.
He sounded like Sogito.
I have a lot
Sogito
of
say he
them,
has
but
lots of them.
I don't have a lover, but I have girlfriends, but I don't have a lover.
Okay, I
Something like
understand.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling like Bagidovi right now.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. So, where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 years? In your blogging, where do you see?
You know, actually, I see myself big.
Okay.
Let me not lie for you.
like something.
I want to leave blogging and go into politics. Let me just be sincere.
Okay.
After school, let me
Okay, let's say no. Don't say after. You can start now.
No,
I believe people
will
that start from
now.
school. Now I'm advising you. This is TV. If you can start now, you are getting it right.
Okay.
If you can get the slot in 2019, it's okay.
Actually, I do work with some student politicians. You know,
Okay. And some big politicians, we wouldn't like to call his name. Their names.
But in school, I was one of the people that led Aluta Excellence to his executives. That is last year. They dropped last year.
Okay.
So I'm actually basically into school politics a little.
So invariably, you're trying to tell me that the hopes of people who probably have felt like one day Old Town will be like too exclusive, not just okay, Linda Ikeji, you're going to let them down.
If I'm going
then
to
why
go,
did you start in the first place?
If I'm going into politics, doesn't mean I'm dropping my living
That is
blogging.
what they say.
No. It's not what they say.
That is what they say.
No, we have many bloggers that are entertainers. Politicians. We have many entertainers that are politicians too. Check the lives of Meki Kedesmond.
Check their lives. You see that it was obvious that they dropped in
one
their
thing.
No, they didn't
literally.
No, someone like Desmond Elliott didn't drop anything.
But you
Someone
can't
like,
compare
so like-
Desmond Elliott now to now, for example, you can't compare Banking of His music now to his movie because it's obvious now that this guy is drifting. You can't come back.
I have people.
You understand? No matter how much you have been there
I have
for a
people.
while. So you are going to let people down.
No,
That's just
I
it.
have people I'm carrying along. I'm not the only one in this. The reason why the name is heard is because I'm not. If it's only me, I can't put it alone. I have people I work with. I have people that have groomed, that can actually start
Well,
from.
if you say so. So tell us your affiliations with big top blogs. Which blogs do you have affiliations with?
Actually, I have because basically it's not actually whether you have affiliation with them or not.
Okay.
So long as you bring business to the table, they're ready to work with you. Yeah.
Okay.
But
now, apart from bringing business to the table, the people say only we're mad to go.
Yes.
No.
Actually, I know the owners of like Jambes. He's my man.
Okay.
In fact,
That's what I mean.
I actually taught him how to lick an album. I taught him. Then I know the owner of Too Exclusive. I've worked with Mankind. That was when we were in that Nigeria Blog Association before it collapsed. I put music on his blog.
Okay.
Even if he charges other people like 100%, he charges me just 40 or 50%.
Okay.
You understand? Then I work with like Pulse, NG, Night. I have my friend that's working with Sarai Reporter too. I do put contents on their blog. Basically, this period of election, at times they will say, "Oh, Stars, gather information
From your side.
Yeah, I'll get and give it to them. They publish.
Okay.
Wow. So if somebody entrusts an MP3 into your hands, you can do justice with it by taking it up to.
Yes, I've been doing it. Somebody like Legacy. Actually, I was one that brought Legacy into he was one that won my next rated artist in 2016.
So Legacy is married now.
Yeah, he's
married.
married.
Young guy.
He's married now.
Is Legacy more than 24?
He's not even up to 24. That is news. That is marriage news that trended.
Yeah.
I was the one that pushed it.
You did a good job.
Wow.
I was one that pushed the Imo State rapper, the young Imo State that are getting married. I was one that pushed it. That topic like that, I pushed it myself.
Nice.
Then getting
nice
to G Worldwide and Kiss Daniel. The time G Worldwide replied Kiss Daniel, I was one that pushed the content too. I was the first writer. Everything I wrote about the stuff about Kiss Daniel saying that his family people are after him. Telling you what I was one that wrote that stuff and published it.
No, nice.
Another blog's copied it.
So how can you help my career now?
Are you an artist?
Everybody's
we're
watching
gonna
you.
talk about this.
Everybody, no,
We're gonna talk about
if
this.
Are you an artist?
If
Are you an artist?
everybody knows. If all of them there, they know.
But okay, what's the name?
J.O. Even if you ask them, they know.
Okay.
So you are going to help my career, and they are going to hear you. So that tomorrow, if yes, they'll be like, I heard this old town guy is actually a truthful person. Because if we go backstage now, I don't have an evidence. So something I can just come on. Hey, please, those of you who watch Morning Grill on so on Wednesday, so please.
So you want to come and start driving me now because this is your morning grill, Abi?
No, but
You want to come
so.
and
But anyways, we are going to get stuff.
Okay,
Anyways,
okay.
it's been a nice time.
Yeah, the hangout was
It's been a
awesome.
nice time with him. Like I enjoyed my time with you, talking with you, and all of the things. So, last words for bloggers like you.
Anyway,
Entertainers coming up.
okay, actually, what I would tell entertainers is to find a place to fix yourself. Don't feel like in Imo State, what is killing us in Imo State is because everybody is feeling we have arrived. They're not actually helping themselves. They're feeling they have arrived. Let's talk about, let me use O4. I like using O4 as an example. If you check when Zoro was coming up, people like Flavor, Fino, actually featured him in their songs, and talked about him. You understand? But you know we're here. When you meet somebody like a big name, you're like, I'm too big, I can't come for your show. Like, okay, my award that I'm doing. Basically, I started with upcoming because actually for now, they're the ones that are listening. Those names are there. When you call them, they'll be like, what do you have to offer? You have not gone, you are just still in Imo. You have not even gone to Imo State as a whole. You understand? At least you mingle with people.
So they have to hear you now because it's like your last word. So just tell them what you feel that they should do.
What I feel they should do is to actually mingle and bring themselves out to the world. Focus on their social media aspect because that's just basically what is bringing out people now. There are many names that social media brought up last year. So let them just focus on it. That's what I
So just tell them your blog, your handle.
Okay, how can they contact you?
My blog is oldtownmp3.com.
Okay.
My handle is Stars Hits on Instagram. On Facebook is oldtownmp3 and also Stars Hits. Then on Twitter is starshit.com.
Starshit.com. Okay.
Okay, from the duo of Prymous and J.O. What's up? How do we say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Okay, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. Merci beaucoup.
Bye bye.
Get out of here.
It's Young John, the wicked producer.
Beauty mama, you know I like you so. See, yeah, cherish you. I stand for you. I wouldn't lie to you, but I feel like for you. In the night, get up down for you.